Okay, now we've started the stream up. There were some difficulties in the stream previously. Just
We
kinda
were
suddenly
talking and like we didn't even notice. On.
Suddenly, it's like, oh, hey, you need to update this driver. What driver? Or some shit like that. Okay.
Unsubscribe. Tempting. Tempting.
Yes. So we go to channel. I will here.
Tempting.
Yes.
Copyright.
Well, we're gonna get copyright striked.
We're gonna get copyright struck. Okay, alright then. What should I do? Little. Okay, alright then. Yeah, you have your chat up on your phone. Okay
There we
then.
go. It's all better now.
Alright then. So now that we have a judge as well, like, just keep this super. You.
We have our amazing judge.
You set all the scales first? You were supposed to wait for that.
Oh shit.
It's fine. Yeah.
Man.
Great.
It's fine.
I fucked us.
Jacob's
okay, it's
first debate and there are already errors.
I already did.
No, it's okay. Well, it's because of the technical difficulties. He was uploading and we were like, oh wait, streams crash.
Oh shit.
I mean, yeah, something weird occurred then.
Yes,
hello, Red Dusk. Who's debating for Dante? I'm debating Dante, and then Max is taking
Yes.
Goku.
All I'm saying is right now, he can't argue Speed Blitz. I have my rats on lock.
Wait, why'd you pick Adam Beater?
Wait, did not mean to ping Adam Beater.
I was gonna say, like, oh, that was an old debate. No, it's happening again. Please use the keyframe frequency for 4 seconds or less. Currently, keyframes I don't care.
Wait, who's saying that? What? What's happening again?
That's just my YouTube studio thing. How is that bad? Wait, what are you talking about?
Okay, there you go. I provided my premise. Provide your premise.
Okay.
We already know the rules. We already discussed the rules before.
Yeah, we
Like-
know the rules.
No, we know the rules. It's my rules. So, provide
It's
your,
one we use all the time.
provide your,
Okay.
yeah, provide your
My
premise.
Premise. Dante. Goku. Okay. Who are you all debating? We're debating each other. This is a test.
We're
debate.
debating each other. This is a test debate. This is to get
Oh, how's that?
some
Oh, send me
credible
the
rep.
scan already. Oh no, it's just supposed to be like while we're debating. I send the scans, and it's like, okay, so take a look at this.
Yeah. While debating, because the stream crashed, he uploaded them while we were talking about it. We were like, oh shit, let's just restart up the stream. And all the scans were there. Was like, and all the skills are there. It's like, fuck.
I was like, oh, well.
But we'll just go up to the start of it. Okay, so then we already agreed to the rules, so technically we could start already. Okay, maybe you went to the start. I'm trying to think whether or not I should like just immediately agree.
Yeah.
Duh. Okay. So then I'm at the top of the page. Are you at the top of the page? Like the start of this go.
Wait, I'm scrolling up there. Okay, now I'm at the top.
Okay, before getting to the cosmology and stuff, we first have to know why Dante scales cosmology. Dante be bigger than him. Okay, yeah. Okay, scales. Target the demon rod. Nightmare Strength. Let me take a look at this one. Which gallery is this one? Okay, for the strength portion, Pandematic.
The power that should have been desired is so restrained by restraints that the demon emperor feared that the power could destroy it.
Number 1, first section. Fuck, now I have to go all the way back up. Yo. 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 Okay, for the strengths. Strength section.
Okay.
That is a. Did we just talk about it instead of I could just send my scales and then we just talk about it, actual VC discuss. Okay, then yeah. Okay, for the strength section, that's a false equivalency because you would be equating that power must be equal to strength instead of just overall AP. Well, not just even AP, just AP DC, just strictly DC. The primary function of Nightmare is to destroy via a laser, so that is a false equivalency on your part, unless you could prove that that laser scales to its physicals. Okay. That is a false equivalency of creating of equating the two.
Okay, I see.
So do you have any rebuttals to that?
We have to prove that Nightmare scales to his laser.
Well, your scale inherently presents inherently promotes the notion and the idea that Nightmare's DC, i.e., his primary function is to fire a laser. Is that correct or is that false?
That is correct.
Well, you rebuttal that. That is correct? Okay, then that his primary function to fire a laser to destroy the demon world is inherently scaled to his strength. That is a false equivalency because the strength is what you can physically do. A laser is what your DC is capable of doing. Ergo, that is a false equivalency as they are not the same, unless you can axiotomically prove that they are the same. Can you prove that?
Prove that the DC and AP are the same?
That what his primary function of destroying the demon world, i.e. his DC, his laser, scales to the intrinsic value of his strength. I.e.
Okay.
AP and lifting.
Oh, I see.
Can you prove that?
No, I cannot.
Okay then, so then that is -1 point for strength.
Great.
Getting into this. 1 minus. It's a bit stronger than you.
Yes, Ultra with the Fent Bezos.
Fent Bezos.
At Bezos. Also, hi guys.
Yes, Ultra.
The next portion. I hate when there's like.
Huh. So are y'all still arguing the first point, or are we just?
I'm reading his scale. Okay, so for the second contention, upon reading the second stance, going over the divinity statue, which is in the lower section, past the Mundus section,
Oh yes. Mm-hmm.
right? So in this stance, you are arguing that that they embody the space-time continuum. However, you are arguing that they do not embody the space-time continuum within the mirror realm and within the demon world. Am I correct in saying that?
I am arguing that it is. Yeah, it is not.
Okay, then. So then, why would you go on to state that they embody the space-time continuum if they do not extend to the space-time continuums within the demon world?
Because the demon world views space-time as insignificant.
Yes, but your argument hinges on that they embody space-time. If they view space-time as merely nothing more than insignificant or merely as an illusion, why would they have space-time inside the very realms? Why would those be deemed as important if they are functionally, as far as we know of, no more different or no more superior?
Well, we know they're superior.
Can you provide such a stance? Can you provide evidence for such a stance?
Yes.
Because your current evidence so far presents nothing, merely that the divinity statue embodies space-time continuum, which it does not embody all notions of space-time continuum, as we already gone over. So then, where is your evidence that the space-time continuum within the demon world is superior to the human world?
Let's see.
And I'm just gonna reply to this one. That way I can quickly jump to it. No, dude, there's just so much evidence. It would be a shame. Elon Musk. Anyways, chatters, what's going on? How are your guys' day going?
Oh,
Going fine.
Redisc said something. How is
pretty good.
The main function of Nightmare? That's the main thing we see.
As laser.
Nightmare.
So, primarily, what Nightmare primarily does the debate is to strictly shoot a laser at you, be it one continuous laser or multiple lasers off of his back, and then the other function is if you step on one of the activation trigger points, or when you trigger the code for him, in one of the specific steps, he engulfs you and then fights you using beings from your memories. Ergo, there is no true strength hit attack besides like projections, right? Or like when he uses his own body and substance fluid, right? Ergo, the primary function the primary way he would go about destroying the demon world would be via laser. That's where I got Jacob on to concede on that, which getting out of the debate mode, going into the actual like me mode, the way you would rebuttal that would just be by saying, yeah, no, just demonic energy system.
Well, oh, yeah.
Yes, indeed.
They scale to the demonic energy.
Since they scale to the demonic energy, and demonic energy is made up of the properties, or is a property that makes up all your physicals, ergo, what you can do with magic, and the demonic energy system is what you can do physically as well, because it literally makes up what you can do. That's how you would go against that. Anyways, back to debate mode. Goku one taps. Serious, bro.
Yes.
This debate is just me cringing at myself because like I'm going against arguments I know I can rebuttal. And I'm using arguments I know I've destroyed before. That portion of a debate, just be quick on your feet.
Are we still going over some of the scans?
Well, have you provided the evidence that the demon world space-time is superior to the human world space-time? I thought you were gonna get that. Because I want to do backpedaling because that's technically against the rules. Backtracking, backpedaling. I don't need to do that, so I'll just wait here. Do-do-do-dun, do-do-do-dun. Brighten star. We gotta turn that into a soundboard. While you're getting that, I'll be going back to the YouTube chat.
Okay.
Dude, my competitive nature is telling me talk the biggest shit ever. My brain's just saying,
People watching.
about 3. Dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun. Don't worry, after this I'll go over all of it and how to rebuttal my positions. What you? We could do it live on stream while we play some Halo.
Alright. Yeah, okay, this is taking too long. I can't find the actual scan I wanted for superior space.
Just describe the scan to me. Describe the scan to me and I'll probably know what it is. I probably have it. Just describe it to me.
No, it's the one talking about the mirror world.
Oh,
Viewing-
then I would just
viewing space-time as an illusion. So it should.
then I would just hit you with circular reasoning or repetitive fallacy because I've already attacked that position. That is a function of, and then I would probably go on to state that is a function of the demon world and not of its space-time properties, right? That is just a function of the demon world being superior and not the actual space-time continuance of the demon world being superior.
But wouldn't it by default be superior?
No, because you have not made the position that demonic energy makes you inherently superior.
Oh, okay.
Like in a transcendental way or like in a higher dimensional way.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But this is both sides of me talking. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Fuck.
Chat,
Oh, okay, so.
chat. I'm sorry. Please, I don't want to do this to you.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Okay. All right. Okay. Let me go back. Oh, good lord. Dear lord. Part of me just wants to say, nah, I just agreed to all of this and just get into my section. Because my section is just way simpler. It's way more condensed.
Yeah.
But then this is Itsuki's. I cannot agree. I must disagree with everything.
Wait, this is stills.
Oh, this is Stills? Oh, then I must heavily agree. Heavily more disagree. Even more now. I must disagree with everything now. Because I'm in the debate mode. The human world was separated from the primordial chaos, which is mentioned. Okay, I agree with that. What section is this? Okay then.
Okay.
So then for this section, I would just rebuttal it via using the English translation.
Let's see.
The Bangor time one.
Oh, okay.
I should have it somewhere here. That's the Japanese translation.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What's your issue with it?
I'm trying to get the actual translation. Give me a moment. Because that is I would just argue that's a mistranslation. That's not an accurate translation to what the game states. Because I do not have.
How do you, okay, do you just know because that's just the way it is?
Also because of the way it functions. Why is this in Spanish? I don't want it in Spanish. Yes, there you go. This one. Because I remember a lot of the DMC1. Again, either my favorite or my second favorite DMC game.
Oh.
Would actually be surprised at what one of my top two.
Yeah, my favorite DMC game is DMC2.
Oh shit!
Hot take. Kill yourself.
Yes.
Do you hear this,
I wish I
guys? Someone
did.
likes DMC2.
Mangler.
Jacob likes DMC2.
I don't care what Mangler says. Mangler's always wrong. Functionally, DMC1 is superior. Either which way. There you go.
Facts.
That is the English translation. So I would just argue that would just be mistranslation, or that would not be the intended translation and the intended effects. It would just merely be the ability to stop time, not send you through rifts through time, which is not how that functions. Because rift through times implies that it could go forward and go forward and back in time, or BFR you to a separate space time. That is not what it does. It merely stops time. Ergo, it's a time stopping bracelet.
It just. Okay.
Or bangle. So that's what I would argue. Do you disagree or do you contend that position?
Do we know which one came first, though?
Do you disagree or do you contend? Do you agree or do you...
I do not agree. Because
Do not agree?
believe
Okay, then
the
why do...
Japanese text was the one that came out first.
I would just simply argue that while that text is what came out first, that position is not how it functions within the game and within the English translation.
Wait, can you repeat that?
That does not function within... It does not send you through rifts through time in the game, nor is that in the English description for the official release of the game.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
That's why I gave you the official English in-game description.
Okay, then...
Do you agree or do you contend?
I contend. Wait,
Okay,
I
then.
agree. I agree with yours, with your point. Now later I get to hear of why I should not have agreed with that.
Later, you're just gonna hear me say, I don't really have a... Because it doesn't matter. That's actually... That would be how I would tell you. Just don't use the bangle time. It's unnecessary. You have better examples later on.
Well, actually...
So for the transcend time port, that would be limited because all that does is just repair the puzzle within the MC3s. But I will simply grant you that under the technicality that it must transcend time, or it must be beyond time to revert it.
Okay.
So I'll give you that caveat.
Yippee.
I will hit you with the portion of what is transcendental power. Allow me to get the Oxford definition.
I'm sorry.
Jacob's just bashing his head in.
Ha 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 ha, funny. Sarcasm. No. As you could tell, Chad, I'm getting cooked. It's over for me.
Wally, bro, is cooked. Dun. I like how I have these. Hit you with them. That one, and then here. Well, both versions of transcendental. Oh my goodness. Both versions of transcendental merely imply that it is something that is spiritual or non-physical, i.e. just relating to a spiritual or afterlife sense. Not truly in the transcendental, i.e. higher or beyond sense in any whatsoever capacity. So that is a appealing to definition fallacy. Or not even appealing to definition fallacy. That would not be correct. Well, I don't currently have a fallacy to attach to it, but that is a false equivalency to argue based on the term transcendental. I want to stop, chat. I want to stop. I can't do this.
Remain knows what I'm looking at him for. Okay, so you hit me with the wordplay. Nice.
Okay, then for the next section. Beyond the cave was a magnificent temple lit up by the warm light, or by warm light. Temple that seems detached from the flow of time. What is your entire argument with that presence? Because all you were arguing is just that they have temporal abstraction, or like a sort of temporal paradox. That they are atemporal in some way, but the same section. And demonic energy and demonic spaces like Mundus Temple are torn from this time stream itself. Torn is not the correct abbreviation, nor is it the correct term to use, because it's not torn, it's not ripped out, it's merely detached. One implies something physically tore, it is merely detached, meaning it is just it is parallel to. Either which way, what is your argument with that? What does that grant?
Hold on. Let me look up the part you're talking about. A little bit of energy and demonic.
Right here. All the way down. Right there.
Yeah, I was looking at that. And you're talking about the demons and demons, basically like the moon system will turn from time itself.
Yes. What is your entire argument with that? What is that? What are you arguing that grants? Okay then. Alright then, well, I'll just move on. Okay, for the next up. That is a false equivalency. You're arguing that it must be... You're arguing that a ray of light must be equating to an insignificant line in comparison. That is not what a line is. Light itself by proxy is a three-dimensional function. Shall I provide that evidence for you?
Yes.
Okay.
Fucking no!
Jesus Christ. Okay, that cut through.
Cooked like duck. Okay.
Okay, yeah, I don't really know, like, if there's anything really important about that part, but it was just used, for showing the special properties of Moses' temple.
Mm-hmm. Where is this stupid source? I had it.
What the hell was that I just joined? Oh, hello, Red. You joined at peak time.
Peak time. I can't talk shit. I'm sorry.
For you, it's a peak time.
There you go. So the reason why light is 3D is because if it was 2D, it would not happen in a localized. It would not be. What's the correct proper pronunciation? Let me get my physics on. So in order for localization, right, to happen, localization requires the wave to scatter in every spatial direction. A 2D wave cannot undergo 3D special localization. Ergo, it must cover each and every span of 3D. So light itself is a 3D plane. So unless you can prove that itself, that they are comparing light as a 2D fundamental abstraction, which you would need direct evidence for, which you do not have, because clearly, if not, you would have provided it, that is not a correct assumption to make. Ergo, that is a false equivalency. The light is 3D in that scan. Do you agree or do you contend?
Huh? What?
Do you want me to break it down more simply for you?
Yes, please do. That
my God.
word salad just confused me.
It's not a word salad. It's experiment. The experiment chooses localization. Either which way. Let me put it into baby terms. Light itself is a three-dimensional product.
Okay.
For light in your scan in DMC for the ray of light to be 2D, you must intrinsically have supporting evidence that it is 2D, because a ray of light itself covers each and every single cardinal direction. Meaning every dimension. Every dimension that it hits covers 3 dimensions, length, width, and height. Okay?
Okay.
So unless you have direct evidence that they are comparing it to a 2D ray of light, that is a false equivalency, ergo it is not lower dimensional.
No, it's that it's viewed as a ray of light.
Yeah,
A
it
ray
is
of
viewed as a
light
ray
is
of
only
light.
Going
That
forward.
it's going forward and backward, and is extending infinitely.
It's
Do you
just-
disagree that it's extending infinitely?
Do I disagree that it is extending infinitely? No, I do not.
Okay then. Is a ray of light 3D?
No.
Yes, it is, because as I've already established, light itself is 3D. When you shine a light on a 3-dimensional object, it does not scatter only the top portion, it scatters the corners and the angles. You need 3 dimensions to do that. Ergo, light is 3D. A ray of light would have to be 3D because a light itself is 3D.
Well, okay. Yes, it is 3D.
So then how is it lower dimension if the light itself is 3D?
Because we still view light as... We view light as flat.
We do not. No, we do not.
Yes, we do. When it's shined as
No, we-
a ray of light onto a table, it is flat.
No, because you're shining a light on a perspectively flat object. When you shine a ray of light going from one end of the table to the other end of the table, when the light clears the table, it goes all the way down, right? And it creates a shadow. Am I correct in saying that?
Yes.
Yes, that is created because the light is hitting 3 dimensions. It cannot go through the 3-dimensional object because light itself is 3D, so it's gonna bend along with the table to create the shadow, correct?
Yes.
Ergo, light is 3D. We do not view it as 2D. You are making a false analogy and a false equivalency in saying that. And saying that because it is on a perspectively flat object, ergo, that comparison must be 2D. That is not inherently true. You would need substantial evidence for. So here's my Sage standard. Do you have evidence to require that?
No.
Ergo, that is not a proper analogy for higher or lower dimensional, or for higher versus lower dimensional. Do you agree or do you contend?
I agree.
However, I will grant you the caveat that you are correct because the demon world does, per the way it looks, encompass the entirety of the ray of light, implying that it has a greater than infinite amount, actually, of volume and of size. Jacob,
Yes.
I'm off the mode. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Genuinely. No, I'm sorry. Can we stop?
No. That's fine.
No.
Keep going.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
I need to learn.
Oh my gosh, this is kind of.
I need to learn.
I'm sorry.
I just learned that light is not 2D. It is 3D inherently.
I'll tell you.
Shining
I will
that
tell you the.
top thing was stupid.
I will tell you the rebuttal. I'll tell you the rebuttal
Fine.
later. I'm sorry.
Let me cry.
Let me cry.
So the infinite, that does not grant anything because you are arguing that their existence is infinitely greater. However, having an infinite promote the idea that you are higher dimensional. Okay then. I will agree that it is a higher dimension, but not on the quality nature, as I've already went over that.
Mm-hmm.
I would argue that Voidmundus being superior to the demon lord itself, as he is the center point and he is the being that's holding it as a anchor, he is its anchor being, would be superior to the demon lord, or the properties of Mundus, or i.e. Voidmundus, would not be the same properties of the demon world. Do you agree or do you contend?
I agree.
I can't hear you.
I agree.
You agree? Okay. I'll tell you the rebuttal for that later. That's actually a quite simple rebuttal. Okay then. So then for this, I will grant you that it is higher dimensional, as you did prove it has an infinitely greater space. However, I would disagree with its qualitative nature. Merely just its quantitative nature.
Okay.
You are labeling that the mirror is beyond space and time. However, Dante being able to have a three-dimensional body at the bare minimum, along with having a sequential order of events within the mirror realm, would merely suggest that it's not truly beyond space and time, and it still contains space and time. Do you agree or disagree?
Okay, so you're saying because it has no space and time, Dante can still put his 3D body inside the mirror realm. That's what you were claiming?
No, I am claiming that your scale inherently implies that the mirror world, you already established as being beyond space and time. I am rebuttaling that is not inherently true, because it is not merely beyond space and time. Because Dante must still have space to occupy a physical form within said realm, and within said realm, Dante can have a sequential order of events, and so can other demons. Ergo, it is not merely beyond time.
I didn't have a rebuttal for that.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't want to go. Is food over?
I know there's probably the easiest rebuttal for that known to mankind.
There is. You want me to tell you it right now?
It's gonna be something with demonic energy, which I can't just use to you. Like, demonic energy is less.
Oh no, you would just say that, sure, it's beyond space. You would say, yeah, sure, it has space and time, but the space and time there would just be superior. Because you would just say, I've already conceded that the demon world itself is higher dimensional, ergo the space and time there would be superior. And because it is superior or is transcendental to it, that space and time is quote unquote beyond space and time of the traditional 3 and 4D stances. Do you understand that?
Okay, well,
Basically, instead of 4D space and time, it's 5D space and time. Meaning it fits the criteria of beyond space and time. Higher dimensions. Yeah, that is a rebuttal. That's what I'm saying. Like, kind of easy because I've already given you the wiggle room. Mm. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I've already. What is 5D? Or potentially 5D in its entirety? Around bound by space and time. Doesn't seem too bad. However, I would just merely argue that the space and time within the mirror realm isn't truly that much more superior, i.e., dimensionally higher than the space and time within the human world. Now, do you have evidence to lend to that idea or to go against that idea? To compare the two space time continuums?
Because all my
Okay then.
stuff is already shown.
Okay then. Then I would just merely say that the mirror on transcending space and time will just be merely more into 2C rather than just outright tier 1.
When do we get to the Goku part? We're probably gonna get to the Goku part after Max finishes looking at my scans. Are they going point by point?
Okay then, so then as I already...
No. We're gonna get it a little differently. Alright, go ahead.
Okay then, going through all of this, no, that is not how you use higher versus lower. You have not properly given me the context for arguing that each higher realm is ergo a higher dimension. Also, the qualitative jump as I've already gone over. And debunking, meaning these dimensions are not truly that much more superior, or each dimension is its own tier jump, or its own dimensional jump. Not only that, the context in which these higher versus lower realms is just merely that one power is superior to the another. That does not mean that each power tier is dimensionally superior, because if that was the case, does the fire from Hellthread's realm, or the Hell realm, destroy the entirety of the fire in the frost, or whatever ice dimension is below Hellthread's realm, or the Hell realm? Does that happen?
Okay.
Does that happen? I'm asking.
Oh. Yes.
Okay, then can you provide to me evidence that Hellthread's fire can destroy the entirety of the ice realm, or the realm below Hellthread's, the considered or the deemed lower realm?
Assumed you should.
No, because all it states that Hellthread can melt the Frost's ice, not destroy the realm. So I'm asking you, is there any additional proof for that?
Well, no.
Well, then I would merely take the position, and accurately so, that each dimensional jump cannot be applied to the higher versus lower realms. Ergo, the higher versus lower realms are not themselves tier jumps or dimensional jumps. Ergo, that still leaves the entirety of the demon world at most being 5D. Do you agree or do you contend?
I agree.
Okay then.
Yeah, fuck this.
I'm sorry. I'm truly
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
sorry. I'm
Fuck
sorry.
debating.
Please,
Fuck
can I
Devil May
stop,
Cry.
please?
Fuck this stupid verse.
Can I stop, please?
Fine.
Can I just, can I, okay, can I just say I agree to everything, and then just move on to the Goku section?
Sure.
Don't worry, it isn't this bad. It's just, it isn't this bad. It's just me. It actually isn't this bad. It's just that I'm trying to treat this as impartial as possible. I heard that. Sorry.
That's my roommates.
Neat. I heard.
Same.
Du-du-du-du. This one right here. Oh, this is such a fucking rat. Sorry, give me a moment. I'm missing a.
No, you're good.
I'm sorry. I will tell you this. This is only. You will only get like. When it's people like me. I'm sorry.
I feel so bad. I feel so bad for Jacob at this point. Oh my gosh.
Congratulations. Now you've made me reconsider if I want to even keep power scaling or not.
I'm sorry.
Oh my.
I'm sorry. No, truly, I am. I am truly sorry. I am truly sorry. This was never my intention. Indeed. How learning experience. How to deal with a cunt named Max.
Okay.
Okay, there you go. I have it. Grammar. I was gonna blow my brains out.
No.
Okay then. There you go. This is my Goku section.
Okay. This is all you have?
This is the section that's only needed.
Okay. First.
Oh wait, I might be missing a section.
Oh.
Let me see. Am I missing one?
Go ahead.
Oh right, yeah. I am missing one section. I forgot. This is the additional section. This is what I mean by like mine's just way more concise.
Yeah. Not a big mess.
Dun, 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 dun. Read that over and you tell me if you disagree. And then if you disagree, present to me why.
Okay.
Present to me your rebuttal.
First,
Of course.
counts as universal because the thing described as having no concept of time, despite sounding like zero thing. Approach into also says it transcends space-time entirely, something that both lacks those concepts and classes and doesn't fit into any dimensional. Okay. Oh, hold on. SSG Goku is truly beyond dimensionality and Paloma states that he exists beyond the concept of time and space. This is the most true dimension. This is literal metaphysical state of example. Okay, take a look at this.
If you can, Max, check your DMs.
Dimensions that cannot be perceived from the human world.
Are we on the strength point or the speed point for Max's scaling?
This is technically. I will give it to Jacob that he has given 5D APDC for the for Dante for
So-
speed.
So you told him you'll agree on it?
Yeah, that's effectively why.
Oh. Okay.
And Jacob, but we haven't posted the speed yet. So once Jacob posts his speed, I'll post my speed, and there you go.
Okay.
Honestly, Jacob, I'll just let you say immeasurable speed. Just provide the evidence, and then we'll go over how to defend it. Because I don't.
Immeasurable speed. Argosax transcends all.
Well, post the evidence, but like
Yeah.
after this section.
Well, after this.
That way I can post my speed argument.
Okay. So you're arguing the other world transcends space time. That would just be 40 inherently. That wouldn't be 1A. 1A's what 1A is just transcending a high 1B form. Can you prove that there is something like that in the other world? Can you give me examples of how Otherworld actually fits the dimensional requirements?
Well, I technically already have by arguing that key itself, or based off the powers of the characters themselves, that they transcend dimensions and the gaps between dimensions, as I provided in the second argument by using Goku versus Jiren and how their power and their speed
Okay.
I cut out. By using how their power and even their speed is described by being beyond dimensions. Ergo, Otherworld, which is meant to contain Goku once he dies, and has throughout the series, throughout the entire Buu saga, and the Cell saga, or the ending of the Cell saga, when Goku dies, both in Z and in Kai, as well as in every form of media for Z, that ergo, Otherworld must go to there. But if you require, I can provide the exact evidence that, well, Otherworld has infinitely greater size. Can you define the dimensional requirements, just in case I don't know them?
Okay. The first dimensional requirements. Let me pull that up actually. This. Alright, the 5-dimensional requirements. With higher dimensions or 5 spatial or temporal and spatial separation of alleged higher or lower spaces, encompassing or embedding of alleged lower spaces and higher spaces, objects and size difference and or superiority in the higher alleged or lower spaces are inherently infinitely greater or more. The relationship of superiority between properties and or contents of the alleged lower and higher spaces, and acknowledgement of higher and or lower space from the verse usually in comparison to the lower.
Okay then, let me get the size. I've already gone over how, in heaven, or where the Kais rule, they view the lower dimensions as, or they look down upon the lower dimensions from a higher dimension. That is the scanner provided to you with King Kai. It also states they are transcendental, meaning that the properties themselves and their power, which is true because as Kais, they are supposed to be stronger than those below them. After all, this is stated via the Supreme Kai and his servant. I can get that for you if needed. Ergo, meaning the power difference as well is also there. Secondly, I can provide you the size, but I believe I've provided every single requirement so far besides merely the size. Do you require both the power difference for the Kais and the size, or merely just the size?
Okay.
Do you want me to provide the size and the power difference for the
Yes.
Properties,
Yes.
or just the size? Both?
Yes. Do that.
Okay then. Well then.
And also prove how there is a high 1B place in Dragon Ball.
That would not be required. Because the argument itself hinges upon that something, i.e. Otherworld, is just merely beyond the gaps, beyond dimensions as well. It would just be the entirety because it encompasses every
Yes,
notion of a higher space.
Dragon Ball follow the dimensional requirements. Do they
As of already
follow?
getting to them, they have already followed merely one requirement as well. They merely transcend the entire notions of those requirements because they transcend every notion of a similar and higher space. Because higher spaces do exist. But let me quit waffling. Let me grant you the size. And then let me get you. Let me meet up.
Hello, Soup Battles. Dante versus Goku. Yeah, so this is just a test debate kind of. I'm going against Max. Max knows how to go against every single point. I just got my ass handed to me. But we are currently going over his points.
Someone asked, should there be a time limit on pulling up a scan?
I'm sorry, I had these scans. They're on a DM. I had to.
Well, there's not really a time limit. It's just people should not really take that. I mean, depends on if they have the technical issues or not. But then, you know.
Yeah, no. Just I had these. Where? Where's my mind? Gonna break my. Dear Lord. Done. Maybe it's best if I just do members. This is him. No wonder. Put it to A B. Wait a moment. Sound it here. There's for the size. And then as well go the other ones. Hurry up, my phone's about to die. Oh, it's not about to die. Oh, Joe. This one. This one.
Was there anything else you wanted to bring up?
No, one of the scans isn't working.
Oh,
I don't know why I got it then, but well. I know which way. Nah, let me get this.
okay.
Done. 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 So there's all this one, and then because I copied too much, this one I should own. And then there's also this one. Okay, so you told me to provide you the dimensional requirements. But I'll go over them again. There are multiple dimensions within the I should put it. There's multiple dimensions within the actual afterlife of the other world, that being heaven, hell, the Kai's planet, so on and so forth. Each one of these dimensions themselves are infinite in size. As stated that heaven itself is stated to be the size of the living realm. The living realm itself stated to be infinite, as I've already provided additional scans for. Secondly, each dimension itself is spatially and temporally separated. This is why they do not require the same time. They do not follow the same time, right? As I've already shown. We see this throughout the entire saga. I could provide that evidence if necessary, but I doubt it, as I've already made my case. Secondly, provided a letter clearer scan image that states that the beings from the higher dimensions view and look down upon the lower dimensions and transcend them. Secondly, that I provided a letter scan, the streamable video, which states that they literally are separated by space and time. An additional one stating that heaven is indeed infinite size. And that the living realm itself is infinite size. For the quality difference as well, the beings of these high dimensions, i.e. the supreme Kais, as stated that the Kais watch below, these Kais themselves, because they are from a higher dimension, and they guard over them also have power sources and energy levels and just superior ki in general, as they are stronger than beings within the lower dimension, unless they are specifically stated to be stronger as stronger than, or present feats as strong as them, or even stronger. After all, the entire notion of Dragon Ball is to transcend and to become stronger. Meaning that the dimensions that the afterlife are based upon each follow dimensional requirements. At the very least, the top layer that I'm talking about. And because it merely transcends the entire notion of both dimensions and higher dimensions, because these still follow the dimensional requirements, it will just merely transcend the complete notion of higher dimensions just in general. Do you agree or disagree?
Notion of dimensions in general.
Yes, higher dimensions. Because after all, I proved, or I have given substantial evidence that the dimension that the Kais are watching down upon is indeed a higher dimension. Do you agree or disagree? That position.
I agree that it is a higher dimension. Yes.
So then, if they were to transcend the very notion of higher dimensions in general, after all, there does exist a higher dimension, and they transcend the notion of it. Do they not transcend every notion of a higher dimension? After all, each dimension is based upon the same requirements.
No,
just repeat it. Is that correct?
Does not mean it is infinitely greater than that.
No. That's not what I'm arguing. That is a straw man. What I'm arguing is just that each dimension, each higher dimension is based upon the same dimensional requirements. You have to apply the same dimensional requirements. Right? Am I correct in saying that?
What?
Am I correct in?
You're talking way too fast. I am trying to track what you're saying.
Okay, let me slow down. I'm hopped up on speed.
I'm-
Sorry.
That's
Each
the my
dimension-
laptop on speed.
Do you agree or not? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm trying to.
Each higher dimension,
Yes.
right, is based upon the same dimensional requirements. right?
Okay.
They repeat-
Yes.
They repeat this. Yes. What if you were to transcend the very requirements and the very notion, the very concept of dimensions and higher dimensions? Would you not transcend?
Because the very concept of dimensions could be different in Dragon Ball.
No, because as I've already substantiated, and as you've already conceded, the dimensional requirements exist in Dragon Ball.
I conceded to it being a higher dimension.
Yes, and they transcend the notion of higher dimensions. Because higher dimensions are merely dimensions at the end of the day, correct?
Yes.
And they transcend the concept of dimensions or the notion of dimensions.
No.
So would they not transcend the requirements? No. As I provided, they literally that they transcend dimensions. I provided the scan. I will ping it to. It is the second one on this. I can just reply to it. This one right here. It's the second one there. I can read it out loud if necessary.
Second one. Let me take a look at this.
Higher than the heavens, transcends dimensions that cannot be seen from the human world. The gods of the heavenly land look down on all the world from this place.
Okay, so transcending in this form would just mean it is literally like above. You would, it's saying, so we see right here, it transcends dimensions that cannot be seen from the human world. The gods of the heavenly
Seen
land.
or seen is a little acronym for perceive, and as I've already gone over, the other world itself is made up, and the dimensions themselves do encompass an infinitely greater space. After all, other world itself, right, is an infinitely greater space than the living world.
But this is
because it contains
a point of view.
Yes, but it transcends the dimensions in the other world and within other world, meaning that they have to transcend that space.
Oh my God.
Those spaces being infinitely greater than the ones in the living world.
Okay, fuck this. Fine. Sure.
No, I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead.
I'm sorry.
Fine, I concede to
No.
that.
No.
Yes,
You
okay, yes.
you almost got me.
Goodness gracious.
You almost got me. You got me. You actually did get me. I was just waffling. It's actually on me.
Mm.
You were actually so close to getting that. I'm not lying. You actually almost got that.
Actually?
Yes! Because I'm bullshitting. This Dragon Ball skill is all based upon fucking lying, Jacob.
I know that, but I'm trying to like go. I'm trying to match your energy, but it's hard to.
Literally, like
That's what I'm
why
saying.
I'm trying.
That's why I'm saying like this section is probably not fair because you haven't
your
gone to
energy
the
is
game.
out of this world.
It's like it cannot be seen from the human world. Just talking about the point of view, and then you're going to another point. I was like, what the fuck? What just happened? What?
Well, Jacob, I have something funny. Here, Jacob, I said I was gonna do.
Yes.
I said I was gonna do this. Do you know what I was gonna?
No.
Wait, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? He told me to look at it. Oh, right here. When you're eating your grandma's pub, but your dog's
No.
flowing, and then you mix it with your dad's period blood and store it in your foreskin so you can have it for dinner later.
No.
There you go.
Why is my stream?
Cheer up.
Why is my stream saving its terminated now?
There you go. Have fun. It's okay. Alright, you almost got me. Either which way. Should we just end it? I'm sorry.
Just end
I don't
that
want
shit.
to.
Okay, Ryan.
Yes.
You there?
He's a BRB. I don't want to continue. I'm
Okay.
sorry. We'll just count it as a. We'll count it as a draw. We'll count it as a draw.
No,
sorry.
No, that shit was not
No.
a draw.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You hear that, chat? Goku is stronger than Dante.
I'm sorry.
I concede to this.
I hate
No.
it because I hate these skills because they're so easy to debunk.
The change of events. Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The thing is, these arguments are so easy. You want to go through it?
Sure.
Okay then. All right then. Let's go through. Do you want to go through the Dragon Ball stuff first, or
Let's go
through
to
the
Dragon
actual
Ball
like?
stuff.
Okay then. So then. Okay, so for this one, I reworded it, but this is effectively the original debunked I used for this. Let me see. I'm sorry as well. No, genuinely I am.
It's okay.
No, it's not. I don't ever want to do that to you again.
At least I got to see how you actually did that. Oh, welcome back.
It's just. Welcome back. We conceded on a str.
I got my ass handed to me.
So,
Oh, you did it.
have we came to a conclusion yet, or
I could not debunk.
I had to. I had to stop it because I felt too bad. I had to actually stop it,
oh, okay.
and I never want to do this again.
So I take it the stream's still going up, or
Yes.
We're gonna go over the
He's still good.
But having no concept time or something doesn't even quantify star reversal, is it? It's nonsense.
No, it's pure waffle.
simply lacking the
Waffle.
concept of time, or just lacking time in this matter, means that there's no general notion of time to ever be found within an area. That can also just mean that
You don't age.
people don't progressively age in a
Yeah.
sense.
Okay, in a perfect debate, this would be more than enough to debunk what I said.
Okay. Looking at this.
Right?
Yeah.
And then, so for this portion, I had to reword it. I had to. That was originally a debunk, actually.
I can go over
Yeah.
what went wrong with the DMC scaling if you want.
Yeah, you can after we go over this part.
So that was originally a debunk. The scans are the same. It's just I had to change the wording to argue otherwise. So like I had to word from it backwards. So the scans are the same, right? For the debunk. It's just the way it's used. That's the context for that.
Yeah.
I didn't even get to immeasurable speed Goku. I was gonna argue that you couldn't speed blood because I was gonna measurable. And like I had the craziest argument ever because it would have been so hard to debunk.
I actually want to hear that argument.
So it is just effectively just me ass pulling this one clip, right? It is just effectively so for. And the thing is, because no one ever actually uses this for immeasurable speed, that's why it's almost impossible to debunk. That is the immeasurable speed. No one uses that, and like it's super close to being immeasurable speed.
Goku can traverse to the other world.
That Kid Buu just randomly just says, "What up, gang?" and appears in heaven. He breaks from the living world into the other world into heaven and starts kicking ass there.
That.
He crosses like 2 separate space continuums to get there. That's why.
He doesn't use teleportation or anything?
He just like phases into existence there. Right?
Yeah.
That's why. And so like that's what I was gonna use. I was just gonna basically use it doesn't matter. He could keep up with that, meaning immeasurable speed. That's why I was gonna argue. You don't speed blitz Goku.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, because that's immeasurable speed.
You scale to the box or something.
Don't need that. I don't need that.
Okay.
I could have been a basic bitch and used granola or gas, but no.
Okay. So.
Crazy thing is, I don't even think I have a proper debunk for. And besides, it's an outlier. I would just say it's an outlier because it's never consistent. That's the only time that happens. Straight up.
He just appears.
To just instantaneously appear like that, that never happens again. And that's for Kai. That's for Kai.
Yeah.
So that goes to Super, and not even in Super does that happen.
I see. Isn't this considered filler? I do not know.
No. So Kai removes the filler, and let me hop over to the. You could read that.
Okay.
Let me. Where the hell is my AirPod? Oh, just my case. Let me take a look at the chat. So no, it's not considered filler because Kai completely eliminates filler. Like there is no filler in Kai. Also it happens while they're like thinking of a plan to get rid of Kid Buu in the Kai's realm, in the Supreme Kai's planet, and their dimension. They're thinking of a way, and then he just shows up and he's just fighting everybody in heaven. He's like, damn that bastard! He's in heaven! And he's murking everybody!
Is there anything in Dragon Ball Super that contradicts itself?
That contradicts that? Well, yes. So, if he does have immeasurable speed, he wouldn't need to basically attempt an IT, right? He would just instantaneously go to the Kai's planet, or King Kai's planet. He would just go there. He doesn't IT there, or like he tries to IT there instead of physically going there, because it's too great of a distance. As well when he comes back from King Kai's planet. So IT actually might have immeasurable speed, but like it's not combat competitive, and the instant transmission is like for 1 split second. And like it's super specific, and it only happens there. That's a single instance where IT is ever used like that. When they're crossing from the Universe 6 to the Universe 7 tournament, Goku cannot IT himself and the rest of the party to the battlegrounds. Or to a specific location in Universe 6, even after confirming and knowing the existence of beings in Universe 6. Because he can sense Beerus' brother's, his brother's, like, destructive energy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's anime canon. It's Kai, so it doesn't. So Kai does not. Did I cut out?
Oh, a little bit, yeah.
What did I cut out?
The start of what you were saying.
So Kai
okay,
is a whatever.
Okay, so yeah, Kai does not follow the Z manga. Kai is its own continuity that Super follows. So the continuity for Super is OG Dragon Ball Z Kai, which removes the filler for Dragon Ball Z, right? And then going from there to Super, and then the Super has with Super you were supposed to read the manga and then watch the anime, and wherever there was breaks in between the manga and the anime where it doesn't align, it's exclusives, but for the most part they follow practically the same arcs. Which is basically the same thing for Z's anime and Z's manga, right? So it's canon to the Super manga, and it's canon to Super anime because Kai does not have its own manga run.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not canon to Kai. It's not canon to GT. It's not canon to well, no, it's not canon to Kai. It's not canon to Z. It's not canon to GT, and it's not canon to the Z manga. That would be more of an accurate statement. But it's just like, it's only this instance from a travel perspective in Kai, and then there's only like one other instance. It's like, what's it called? It's like the King Kais. And even then, honestly, we don't even know if like the Snake Way is a separate space continuum. We honestly don't know. That's another thing you could hit me with. But even assuming it was, like, it's just weird. It's just super, super weird.
Okay.
So, like, physically, never shown again. Super inconsistent. Super, super inconsistent. Ain't even funny how inconsistent it is. Anyways, have you read the portion?
For the immeasurable speed part?
Or well, for the debunks?
Oh, for the actual debunks? Yeah, let's get over it.
Indeed. I'm sorry.
No.
Please forgive me.
Okay. It's okay.
No, I don't ever want to make you feel like that. I truly am sorry.
It's okay. You're not New Moon, so...
I just... My brain just said, Ooga Booga, debate. Ooga Booga, I must win. Ooga Booga, hard energy. Ooga Booga, go fast. And it's just like... It's just... There's certain mindsets I have in a debate, and it's just like, go hard, go fast, go fast. Specifically like that. Double is fast, double is hard.
Bro, just locked in too much.
I genuinely just locked in.
Literally,
Anyways.
too much.
Super's anime came first, and then the manga second, which... Oh, what I meant by you're supposed to read the manga first is after both releases, you're technically supposed to read the manga. Because the manga is the continuation. The manga right now is the current longest running run. This is why the anime is lagging behind, and is currently at the Galactic Patrol. I'm talking about right now, not on release. On release, it was supposed to be anime, manga, and the same difference applies. There was a different, something different, or it's like an exclusive statement there. You treat it as merely being exclusive. But if the general notions are there, you can use them. I'm just talking about currently. Currently, you're supposed to read the manga and watch the anime now that it's finished. Go through the manga, watch Broly because Broly is canon to the manga. Then watch Superheroes because Superheroes is canon to the manga as well. And then read the rest of the manga up until like the Glass, Granola, so on and so forth arc.
Oh. Okay. To start out, getting the access game without this is terrible. Having no concept design. Yeah, so I did notice that part about the no space and time. I was wondering why the space and time part was relevant if you're already trying to argue the dimensions. Like,
Because so this is what people will rat. They will rat that because time is a dimension, you have to transcend it, like in its entirety. They only consider time to be 4D at most, which doesn't make sense because you can have general notions of higher time. Which is why I told you, like in the demon world section, how you can have a superior time, right? Did I cut out?
No, you didn't cut out there. I was just listening.
Okay. So that's why you kind of have to, if you're gonna go to outer universal, you kind of have to state that you transcend time. If not, you're lagging behind by like one dimension, because time is itself a dimension.
Yeah.
Right, and you have to concede that. Yeah, if you're gonna use space time, you have to concede time is in some manner.
Yeah.
So you have to state you transcend time, not lag or anything, or not lack. Sorry. But in this case, it was appropriate to say lack. I just had to reword it.
And then you gave the transcend statement, and I was trying to get to the point of I was gonna try to use the same logic you used against me, the definition of transcendental.
Yeah, it's just that I had evidence.
But then you went on, and then you went on a different point, and you asked me, okay, do you agree or no? And I was like, wait, hold on, I'm trying to look at this.
Trying to track it. So I don't think that would have mattered because transcendental in this case, I would have just argued, right? If I was still in the debate, I would have just argued, yeah, it's transcendental because it's spiritual, but also because it literally is superior. And then ergo, case in point, the Supreme Kai's talking about how they have so much power. And this isn't even for the current one. This is for the Supreme Kais in the past. How they had so much power, they were above beings in the beings in creation at the time. Like they make it a point that they could one tap Frieza with just a pinky or like a finger. They could just tap him and he'll instantly die.
Yeah.
So they're making a notion that the higher you are in the hierarchy, and in specifically the hierarchy of the Kais, the stronger you are, the stronger your properties of your ki, of your life force. So it will be considered quote-unquote higher properties for a higher dimension. Because those are only found in those dimensions, quote-unquote. Yeah, but I would categorize... So for the categorize, so again, so for the, where do I read that? It's like Z Kai anime and Super name anime. This is Z Super manga. So no, you cannot separate the Super manga from Kai. The Kai as an anime has to follow the Super manga and the Super anime. It's a direct continuation. Super builds up off of the Kai anime. Specifically. Now for Z, then you can like sort of break up Kai and Z because they're not the same. They have completely different voice actors. They completely removed the filler. They have completely changed feeds between them, right? And so on and so forth. So they're completely different. That's when you could separate Z and Kai. Yes. But like if it occurs only in the Super manga and it doesn't occur in the Super anime, then yeah, as I was saying, you can distinctify those. Anyways, where are you currently?
I'm currently going down to the Twitter statements.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised you didn't call that out. Like how he goes. That's clearly something that he would not state.
I was trying to read it all first, and then you kept going. You were going way too fast for me to track, and I was just thinking, And at that point, I was just like, okay, fuck this. Genuinely, just fuck this. And I'm not reading this anymore. I can.
I'm sorry. I thought you read them while I was trying to get the sources
I was
for like
trying
the
to.
size. Yeah,
You know
honestly,
how
how'd
bad
you
my
read
reading
that? But hell equals outer versal?
That's what I was trying to argue with you, but you kept pushing the point of beyond dimensions. That's why I kept trying to push to the dimensional requirements first. But then I was wondering how in the world does that prove you gave me work for the dimensional requirements? And you're like, okay, congratulations, you proved low multi. How does that prove 2A at the very least?
Well, I mean, you said that there does exist a higher dimension, which would be tier 1.
A higher dimension higher than 3D. That's what I was saying, a higher dimension 4.
But they're space-time continuums. I mentioned that they were space-time. That's what I was saying. That's why I was thinking like, oh, I got him on 5D. I got him on tier 1. So I could put. That's why I was trying to push for beyond the notions of like the same requirements. Sort of like what we do with DMC, with like the demonic energy system.
Yeah.
That, but with Dragon Ball. But there's less evidence of Dragon Ball. That's why I was like, I was frantically being like, I have to aggressively push this. I have to overwhelm in some capacity. That way, I can later on just say, hey, you can't backpedal. There's no backtracking. Only here and now in the future. Already conceded to that. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're trying to do. Why'd you tell me?
Naming.
Oh.
It stated that SSJG Goku transcended plot hinges on a single scan that describes the form of transcendent. However, the context of the statement.
Also, that's a mistranslation.
How was I supposed to know that?
Just by knowing.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this section is gonna be super hard for you to argue because we actually have not gone through Dragon Ball Z. We're currently on Dragon Ball together.
Yeah, we're on the
This is my fault. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Additionally, the beyond dimensionality claim in the same.
To argue demons are hard.
Suggesting that Goku
Yeah,
needed divine
you could argue that, but so like, the thing I was noticing because this is not the argument that Jacob's using is not his own, right?
Yeah.
So I noticed that the argument that he was using was trying to akin that each demon is a completely like in the human world itself. Sorry, give me a moment.
Very good.
Okay, I noticed that in that argument, basically the argument he was using was trying to equate that each demon was RFing humans, meaning that they all are tier 1 because they're all higher dimensional beings. And I just went over, hey, I've already talked about how the ray of light is not a qualitative jump, meaning the infinity he's using is not a qualitative jump. It is not an actual tier higher. Right? So the higher portion wouldn't be a higher dimensional like being, which is what he would need to argue. Oh well, he wouldn't actually need it to argue because he would just use the demonic energy. But realistically, the argument you're using does not do a good job, and does not give like proper credit to how much superior demonic energy is, which we could go over later.
Yeah. Okay.
But yes, Red Dusk, there is that. Anyways, what section are you on?
There is a distinction between transcending dimensions and transcending dimensionality. Transcending dimensions means moving beyond a certain level of dimensions while remaining within a dimensional hierarchy. For example, transitioning from 4D to 3D reflects limited transcendence. A 4D being may surpass 3D space but still exists with a larger dimensional framework. On the other hand, transcending dimensionality implies entirely outside the concept of dimensions. A dimensionless entity would not be constrained by spatial or temporal dimensions or any dimensional hierarchy, making dimensional classification irrelevant to such a being. The argument involving the afterlife misinterprets the context. One statement discusses how humans cannot to their current dimensional level, but this does not imply universal status. The realm could simply be a dimensional tier beyond human perception. Koyama's statement aligns better with this interpretation. Additionally, Hell's description as beyond space-time is due to the spiritual nature of its inhabitants, which does not equate to being universal. These beings may just exist within a higher dimensional tier. Okay.
I've also forgot to be like, they could also just be that they don't age.
Yeah.
It's like just a lot of debunk. Just like, oh, beyond space and time. Yeah, you just don't age because you're beyond time. You're a soul. There's no other way for you to go. If he dies, so like you're just dead. But like, really nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
Which is crazy because they make it a point that Goku cannot resist. Goku and Vegeta cannot like actually come back from having their soul destroyed. So if you destroy their soul, any soul manipulation kills them outright.
Oh.
Yeah, you'll see this in Z, and it's so fun to.
Mm-hmm.
If we had got into the hack section, that's where you could have cooked me instantaneously because I was just like.
Well, I would not have known Goku was immune to soul manip.
Yeah, you wouldn't have known, but in my mind, I would have known that I would have lost had you known.
Oh. Okay.
The entire reason I won this, because you assume I won this, I would say I draw this. I drew a line. We tied out, right?
Mm-hmm.
But under your notion, the entire notion that I won for you was just that because you did not know anything about Dragon Ball beyond Dragon Ball OG. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
I was a little constipated voice for you.
It's fine.
Downloading a bunch of games right now. Oh, also very good name is downloading. BL3.
Oh,
Anyways.
finally, downloading BL3.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, let's move on to the next source. The sources being used to support these claims are weak and unreliable, making the arguments themselves less credible. First, relying on Koyama as since he isn't a reliable authority in Dragon Ball's cosmology or story. Using him as a source constitutes as appeal to false authority. I would also like a source for this scan here. That was the first scan, which he was trying to translate. Even then, the statement describes a character's power as beyond dimensions. This doesn't imply that they are universal. It can simply indicate that the power surpasses the dimensions of their own cosmology. For instance, if cosmology is 3D, a character exceeds it be 4D, not universal. And sort of all the Kiyama statements he's not reliable. An additional case is that Gohan's training to defeat Buu with the Z Sword. The context shows him training in the Kai's planet, being concerned about Earth being wiped out. The Okaio Shin reassures him, explaining that time passes differently there. This suggests dimensional variation rather than universal qualities. Similarly, actions in Afterlife, such as Goku traveling along safe way while the battle with the Saiyans continues, this demonstrates that time operates differently in that realm, not that it transcends all dimensionality or even time itself. Another point is that each timeline itself holds the macrocosms, and everything in said macrocosms with no structure in said macrocosm, or the universe created and watched like the 12 universe being superior to it. The point I can't speak. To the point that to even get a slight break in said timeline, you literally have to break the rules of nature/gods, which is the Goku Black.
Mm-hmm.
And for the dimensions portions, this one's super easy. This usage is consistent with Dragon Ball. For example, Jiren and Goku's speed is described as being out of this dimension, which refers to their speed being so fast or so far beyond the norm that it's on its entirely different level. Analyzing the kanji translates to beyond dimension, with that being beyond or super, and blank being referred to dimension. In context, it describes a remarkable non-literal escape from all dimensional structures. Relevant fallacies can help reinforce this argument. The conflation of dimensions with dimensionality exemplifies a false equivalency fallacy, basically, as it improperly treats these distinct terms as interchangeable. Claims interpreting beyond dimensions are universal with adequate proof relying on appeal to ignorance, assuming the abstract phrasing implies transcendence without supporting evidence. Furthermore, extracting phrases like beyond dimension from their intended context leads to a context-only fallacy, exaggerating their implications. And then there's your measurable speed.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. That's how you debunk that. And that would only at most allow me to get tier 1. which is not true because I waffled about the dimension requirements.
Okay.
That doesn't actually have that.
Okay, it wasn't me being crazy.
No,
I was.
it was just me being super hardcore, and also because like we kind of misunderstood. I thought I got away with tier 1, not tier 2. If I had gone away with tier 1, we would have been on the same page, and I would just argue that. And the simple debunk for that would have been like, no, that's too much of an assumption to even begin to assume. You have evidence that each dimension, or that there exist dimensions above this with the same requirements in place, or is this merely the only dimension? You would just only have to say that, and I'll only be able to grant you other world, which we cannot prove exist in all the others, in all the other universes and super, and all the other macrocosms. Ergo, it's a one trick pony. Only happens there.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Indeed.
Okay, I see what you mean now.
It's okay.
I think I'll be good debating dumb people.
You debated the greatest retard that ever lived. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll debate smart dumb people. Oh wait, that's. I'm just not gonna debate at all. Genuinely, just not debating at all.
No.
Okay,
I would say this is probably not the best way to argue. Or best way to see this. This is me we're talking about. Is this some random person you picked up?
Well, no.
Yeah. So it's not fair.
There could still be one guy as smart as you out there, who just happens to see my video.
No.
And oh, I disagree with this. Okay.
No.
You wanna run it? Yeah, sure. I'm down to run it. Fuck.
Proceeds to get violently beaten over.
Violently raped.
Violently. There's not a single claim you can get. You managed to get him on the minute claim of like a hacks, where it's like not this, but it's actually like a tier lower. It's just like, it doesn't matter. I got every other tier. I got everything else. But no, I'm the greatest retard to ever live. You're never gonna meet someone else like that.
Let's really hope not.
You won't. Exactly like me? No. Okay, so, wanna go into the DMC section?
Yeah, let's go into there.
Mr. Wyan, do you wish to take over? Hello?
Hold on, what?
Okay, yeah.
Do you want to go? Because we're gonna go over to the DMC section.
I can go over some of it. Yeah,
Yes.
some if not all.
Alright, yeah, sure.
Okay.
Which part are we going over exactly? Specifically.
The portions that I attacked.
All right. So, do you just want me to start with the strength section?
Yeah, start with
Yes.
All right. Let me
meet up.
Let me go into.
There you go. That's where I got my first. Now it's like where I attacked each.
All right.
Otherwise, meet up.
All right. Wait, Max. So the one you pinged me to, that's the point you attacked specifically?
That's where he started.
That's the strength portion. So I noticed
Okay.
strength portion.
All right.
Harold. Like. I love you. I dropped my AirPods. Need shorts. Let me meet up as I go get shorts. I heard that fall.
Sorry. Hold on.
If you require, I can.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah. Hello.
Okay.
I
think
could-
I'm
I could go-
reading it.
I'm trying to figure out which point he was debunking, like the
Okay, yeah,
nightmare
yeah,
laser thing.
yeah. Okay, so I remember it like the back of my hand. I have short-term memory. I'll forget stuff.
Uh,
Then I remember other stuff like very vividly.
mhm.
Yeah, so Nightmare was so powerful that it could destroy the entire demon world. Nightmare strength, that portion.
Okay. All right. So Jacob, the portion to where Max was giving his rebuttal on power being equal to strength being a false equivalency, unless you could prove that the energy system in question that they're using would actually be tied to their physicals. This can be refuted due to the fact that demonic energy is solely tied to one's physicals. This goes as far to say that when Dante was fighting Agnes in the in DMC4, in the Deadly Fortune novel, at least I believe that's where it's from. Dante was able to utilize demonic energy to such an extent that he was able to make his own arm stronger than it usually was, to the point where Agnes could not even manage to damage, much less harm it in any way. Another example of demons scale into demonic energy, or in this case, demonic energy being tied to physicals. Dante's physicals are solely owed to his demonic energy.
Yeah.
This is due to the fact that in the DMC2 novel, the B-Stats timeline, when Dante stepped into these magical traps, his demonic energy was getting drained by said traps. And as he was losing his demonic energy, he was growing physically weaker.
It states that all the
You cut out.
Go ahead, Max. You were saying something.
did I cut out?
Yeah, you cut
You
out
did.
a lot.
Okay. So it states that the superhuman or the super capabilities that Dante is usually known for are all attributed to the magical system, the magical energy within him. That's almost verbatimly the exact statement.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah. So.
another piece of evidence you can use theory. The theory states, or Nico states, that it's no longer using its power, implying that it would ordinarily use demonic energy to make those space jumps, but now it's just naturally that fast.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like.
And then you can use the nobody's
You could also use the what's it called? It's that one scan from the gallery files in DMC5 where when Dante enters Devil Trigger, it amps him to where he becomes both stronger and faster because he's using more demonic energy to enter his transformation.
Yeah.
So you could pretty much just come to the conclusion that the more demonic energy a demon has, the stronger it is physically.
I see. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And because they're strong to use this ability, that should also correlate to their APDC. So, still did a terrible job of rating that. That's why I noticed that. I was like, that's an easy point to get.
about the demonic.
You never start off with explaining anything else besides the UES. You always go for the UES, and because you explain the UES, then you can explain why it scales to physicals, and then why these things scale so high.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So UES first.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. What was the next point? What was the next point he was going over?
Demon
Max-
world being superior than human world, if I recall.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Let me see. I'm going up to it.
Just ping me to it when you find it.
Oh no. It was the Bengal time.
Bangle of Time.
Yes, this one. That one, not gonna lie. That one I might
Okay.
have cooked on that one because really no way to argue against it because of the official English translation.
Mm-hmm.
But that's where that's on the part that you don't actually need to bang.
Yeah, you don't.
You should not be using the
I,
bangle.
if I remember correctly, on the DMC wiki, there's like a Japanese translation where it was saying that the Bangle of Time basically freezes you in place and sends your mind into a different timeline. If I recall correctly.
Yeah, that's the
Hold on.
Japanese one. I just hit him with the English translation, the official one. End the game.
Yeah, you hit me with the English translation only, or what it's.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
Bangle of Time is time stop. Usually I don't like to argue this, but you could say that it bypasses. You could say it's layered, but
Mm-hmm.
a way I argue it personally is that it can bypass the time resistance due to the fact that it effectively works on higher tier demons, with lower tier demons already being able to move and exist within the demon world, which can already stop time on an infinite range and whatnot.
Okay.
So you can just straight up argue a form of resistance negation.
Okay.
So yeah, that would be time resistance negation if not layered.
Okay, I see.
So yeah. What was the next point?
The mirror world and the properties of our space-time in the demon world superior.
Oh
Have an
yeah.
actual scan on that other than just knowing it is.
So how did it go again?
You remember?
Max,
What?
you were going over
Sorry,
the
Shino.
rebuttal part.
For the Bangle time?
No, the mirror world, I believe.
Oh, yes. So for the
Space-time in the demon world is superior to the space-time in the demon world.
yeah, demonic energy.
That's what I was saying, but like I could argue just demonic energy with you because I conceded to a
Well, no, yes, you can. It's just you
Demonic
didn't provide it.
demonic energy alone per se isn't enough to argue against the rebuttal of the demon world simply being superior to the human world. And
For the space time, yes. You would also. There's a letter point. Still got that in that skill. You would state because of demonic energy, or because the space and time there is based on using around the more demonic energy, it had to be
Mhm.
superior. And then you would just say, hey, also because it's so close to the mirror realm and to the demon realm in general, the space time that's in Malay Island is already being warped and distorted, which is something that I don't think he actually covered.
about the space. Well, I mean, because I was the reason I didn't give that argument to you is just because you're gonna say, okay, well, okay, so what? It's different. How does that mean it's superior if it's different? And I don't know. That's when I lost it. I didn't even know.
No, I know. I'm aware. Okay. There is only like one thing I think that was that, which was the illusionary, which is what basically I got that like it is superior.
Mm-hmm.
Right? There's only like one, like the Miram, like the divinity statue,
Mm-hmm.
and then after that it's what else? It's the divinity statue, and oh yeah, and the guidebook statement for the divinity statue.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So there was that. But if you had just argued that demonic energy can that the demonic energy combined with that space and time can warp the human world space and time, it should be superior, that would have worked.
Okay. I guess
Now, unless you meet someone that's super disingenuous, I guess if they're super disingenuous, you just hit them. So this is enough to prove that. If you're going to tell me it's not, then can you prove to me that they're exactly the same when they merge together, or when they come into contact together?
Mm-hmm.
Because if not, then they would just be appealing to ignorance, or just stonewalling, or circular, or something along those lines. One of those specific fallacies. But there you go.
Okay.
I'm in the head. We're going down. Okay. Now we go on to the next point.
Yeah, next point.
Huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, speaking
Transcendental
speaking
power.
of transcendental power.
He talks about the
What was the next one?
so he goes over the UES, but like he doesn't actually well, which is like why he was able to get away with the Bengal time.
Perhaps I should have just used my own arts. Maybe that would.
Well, this is.
So, also, I had this thought in my mind that this was personal for you and Stealth because you did not like how Stealth argues. You're like,
Oh, no,
Stealth.
that's the point system. That's the point system. That's like the P1 point. This isn't derived using the P. This isn't derived using that. So like, no. It's just I took a look at this guy. I was like, a lot of gaps. This is not refined and articulated well enough that it goes from what's needed first and has all the evidence and what follows afterwards. So it's like I could just pick these portions out. So like how I said, like the UES should have gone first. He didn't put it first. He goes into it right above the Bengal Times statement, which is like, dude, you didn't even give all the evidence for that. That's bad. You didn't even give me you didn't even give me the like the DMC5 section. You didn't give me the 2 section. Like, you gave me only the DMC4 section, and the DMC2 section is like not even. It doesn't even talk about the magical trap. It only talked about where, when you have demonic energy, you can overwhelm somebody. Like you can make them physically stop moving. You can overload them, which is like not the best statement. The magical trap one is way more blatant, so use that one.
I see. Okay.
That's way. Where's it?
Oh, I have a headache now.
Transcendental. Let me take a look at this one. What was the evidence for this one? Oh, yeah. So the transcendental power, it's just talking about the afterlife. Like literally, he used the goats, the goat orbs, and the NC5, which are stated to transcendental. It's like, yeah, it's supposed to be transcendental because it's supposed to revive you in the afterlife. It's supposed to bring you back from the dead. That's more of like that's more like a spiritual power, not like the only thing there that he could have mentioned was that it transcends concepts, which is why it transcends concepts to bring back someone from the dead, which which was why it's considered transcendental, but it's also transcending something to bring someone back. It's going beyond the limitations of these concepts to bring someone back. If he had described it like that, I would not have been able to argue the transcendental portion. Like, I would not have been able to hit you with that. But because he did, yeah, not good.
Okay.
That's not a limitation on you. That's a limitation on that argument. That argument did not explain it well.
Okay.
Okay. Oh yeah. For the last one, it's like you said it was a property of the of Manas's temple for like it's being detached from the flow of time. That one, honestly, I have no idea what Stealth is trying to argue with that because like you mentioned detached from the flow of time when it's necessary. That did not seem necessary because like his entire person is like it's a period of time. It's like yeah, because you already argued it's a transcend space time. This is not necessary currently.
Yeah.
Because that would just be more into that would just be like at most tier 1. Now you're just giving me more evidence for tier 1. That's it. Right?
Okay.
And then for this one, this right here is where you break down. It's after this. Yes, this is the time one. I mean, this is the was this one the ray of light? Oh no, this is the higher versus lower. The way I went about debunking that. So I talked about how, yeah. So like, I actually realized I fucked up during that debate just a little bit.
How? You good?
Right. Actually, no, I didn't. So I was basing this off of the proposition that because it transcends, because it views the divinity statue, right, a mere embodiment of the human world, space and time, as nothing but an illusion, doesn't mean it's actually superior. It doesn't mean like it's actually more into 4D, ultimate left or ultra left. It doesn't mean it's actually higher as 4D. So that's why. Okay. Going into this. Right, so this was the higher versus lower realm. That's why I was basically arguing that the properties of, like, because you were trying to say, like, the dimensional requirements, right? The properties of the higher realm, right? Like, whether or not it destroys the property of the lower realm, in this case, the ice where the frosts exist, right? Their ice. The realm that their ice come from. Quite simple. That's disingenuous. Yeah, my argument was disingenuous. So basically, I was presenting it in the light of, hey, if it doesn't destroy the entire realm, this isn't truly a higher... oh, God. This isn't truly a higher property, right? I mean, it's not actually superior. Because of that, it's not really a higher dimension. It's just a higher realm. It's just superior more, but it's not like an actual tier jump, right?
Yeah.
That's a false dilemma. I'm making two extremes. I'm either saying it's so basically the extreme is if it either has to this mere fraction of this fire has to completely destroy this entire realm, right? This entire lower realm. If not, it's not actually like it's just superior, but it's not actually a higher dimension. That's a false dilemma. Properties just need to be superior. So you would just slap me with that.
Right. Okay. That's kind of what I was thinking a little bit, but I don't know.
I just went hard on that false. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I think one of my biggest issues was thinking you wouldn't make fallacies in this.
Oh no! If I'm
just thinking you weren't gonna make you were gonna actually debate well. That's what I was thinking. That's why I was.
Well, I am debating. I'm debating well. It's just that I'm being scummy by like hitting you with fallacies, while being like disingenuous myself.
Yeah.
I'm using Goku here. I need every stretch I could get because my entire argument was just lackluster. It's like it's so bad. It's like just too many ways to debunk it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Well, okay.
So there's that portion, and then the next. Oh wait! Did we go over the ray of light?
Oh, we actually did not. I actually do want to.
We have. I have not, but you have.
No, I actually didn't go over the ray of light. Ray of light,
No,
right
you did.
here.
You were saying something about like light having 3-dimensional properties.
Yeah, but the rebuttal to that, like to go against my rebuttal.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, no, I haven't.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
haven't gone
So
over
there's that one.
That's what I
Yeah,
was
okay.
saying.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I
So
actually do wanna go over that one.
there's a simple rebuttal for that. I'm fucking lying.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for my rude language, mom.
Oh.
So,
Yeah, I'm lying.
what was I gonna say? Light itself is perpetually, if that's how you say it, 2D.
Perspectively,
Yeah.
flat.
The only way it could be considered 3D is because it exists in a 3D world, which even then, that's flawed because you can have a stickman drawn on a piece of paper. That stickman would be a 2-dimensional entity.
Yeah.
And it would
On a
only perceive
paper?
2D light.
Yeah, it would exist in a 2D world. You could have lower dimensional objects exist in a higher dimensional world. It just can't be the other way around. Otherwise, that would contradict it being truly higher dimensional.
Okay. Yeah.
If that makes sense.
So I hit you with the Ooga Booga. I have science. Ooga Booga. You don't know how to rebuttal it because I'm scientifically correct.
Mhm.
This is science versus narrative. The narrative is just that this light is perspectively flat.
Yeah.
Right? So you were correct in trying to argue like it looks flat, but you don't say that. You hardcore push. It is perspectively flat. It is not trying to come across as a 3D. There is no depth in there. They do depth in the darkness and in the demon on it, right? And even a little bit in the human, right?
Yeah.
Or actually, not even a little bit in human. I don't even think the human has. But every point of darkness has technically depth. The light does not have depth. Does not have depth or depth, because it does have depth. It is perspectively flat. And they want you to make it think about. They're making you think it is flat,
Yeah.
flat. It is like an XYZ graph, or not even XY. It's like an XY graph. There's just this side.
Mhm.
There's no depth. There's no depth into it.
Yeah.
I got you on saying that because it's light, it's 3D. Just say, yeah, it's 3D. But the narrative of the scan is to portray it as perspectively flat. Something that is perspectively flat is always 2D.
Okay, that is what I was trying to argue, but it was just I don't know. I gave up that.
I broke-
gave that
I-
desk argument and then I lost it there. It's like we see it.
Yeah,
as
I
flat.
got you. I got you to concede that light was 3D, which you don't have to say. Yeah, light is. But that doesn't rebuttal me because
I had no rebuttal to your point, even though I still believe that.
Yeah. So as I was telling you, you actually had me on so many. It was just I was being more aggressive than you, and I knew a little bit on how to rebuttal you just enough to get you to concede, just a little bit. I would hate to go all out. I was. This was just not it. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's so good for me to learn.
And then the rest is history, because that's when the crash out happened. And I'm sorry.
No,
I truly am.
It's okay. Max really is. But okay. Okay, so essentially that arc, it's perceived as 2D. Okay.
Yeah. And then the rest was history.
Yeah.
We went over the go.
The rest was just yeah, whatever.
So yeah, I'm gonna meet up. I'm gonna go get the rest of
Okay.
the from earlier,
Yeah.
and I'll be back, and we could end the stream. Halo,
All right.
you wanna join us, Ryan?
So there's an issue with that.
Actually, go ahead.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
I cannot because my Game Pass Ultimate ran out.
Oh shit.
You don't need
and
Ultimate.
No, you do.
No, you don't actually.
No.
No.
Mode,
I'm on gold.
Yeah, the most
No,
basic
because I literally cannot even get on the game
one. Oh, it's not even.
because
letting you get on.
I switched my subscription from Ultimate to a lower
Shit.
one.
Okay. Do you have your Xbox?
What?
Do you have your Xbox booted up?
Yeah. Why?
Okay. Go to full library.
Because I think the multiplayer
Give me a moment.
should still be available, just not the campaign.
Honestly, I'm on gold. I can still play the campaign,
Oh.
and I don't own it.
You're not on Ultimate though.
Yeah, I'm not onto it. I'm on gold, and I can play it.
Well, I'm not on Gold. At least, I think. I don't know.
Jacob's not also on gold.
Yeah, I have the same one Max has, or I have a lower one than he does. And I
Which
can-
one
You
do
have
you
standard.
I have standard.
Yes, standard. Yeah, I
As-
don't own Halo.
Full library,
Either.
you
I
said?
own.
Full library.
Yeah, full library.
Alright, now what?
Go all the way down to the H's.
All the way down to the H's. Hold on.
Do.
Okay, well, I think I'm probably gonna end stream there. That was a fun debate, I guess you could say.
I guess,
Fine.
bro.
My first debate.
It's a practice. I don't really consider it.
If that's
We have
a
to cut it.
practice debate.
Well, yeah, this is against me. This is against me. It's against me. Not, you're not going up against. It's not like. Honestly, I don't know what's worse. Actually, no. I would honestly, I would have defended that position way better than an original or even Mangler if they were put in my shoes. I would argue that
Okay.
they would short circuit and fry if they have to defend this position. That Goku is like
Oh.
anywhere remotely near
Solos, Dante.
tier 1, and then Goku beats Dante. They would have like mental fry because they're not that disingenuous. But because I am the king of rats and the greatest retard to ever exist, I can. Dude, the color tastes like red. It tastes like strawberry.
He's been crayons.
It tastes like straw. Gotta cut out. It tastes like strawberry. I keep it. Strawberry flavored watermelon. Okay, anyways, now that you're at the age, do you see Halo Infinite?
Nope.